Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Playback Podcast with the extension of the Legacy Project. And today I have a new friend, a new brother, a great musician, a great guy, Cecil Holt, man. Thanks for coming, brother. I appreciate you
Man, I
coming.
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for asking me to
For
be a
sure,
part, man.
for sure. Let's jump right into it because a lot of people don't know of you yet, and a lot of people do. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up and all of that?
So, from Orlando, Florida, small town near Orlando called Winter Garden
Okay.
in Clearmont. I pretty much grew up in Clearmont, but my family is raised in centered in Winter Garden, and came to Louisiana by way of college, Grambling State University. My mom, she's a graduate, so I just followed in her footsteps to make Grambling home for a little bit. Ended up staying after school, and just kind of got locked in with the job here, and just been enjoying it ever since.
Wow. From Florida to Grambling. That
Yeah,
is
I know,
quite the
right?
transition. We'll get to that. Let's talk a little bit of music. When did you start playing drums, or when was the first time? Matter of fact, when did you start playing drums?
So probably around the age of 3 or 4,
Wow.
I was banging on stuff in the house.
Uh-huh.
I even remember like using wire hangers,
Yeah.
as a hi hat,
Of
cause
course.
just to the sound.
Uh-huh.
But just trying to make a drum set out of anything,
Mhm.
anything I could get my hands on, and I just been banging on stuff ever since, really.
Where you think that came from? Were your parents in music? Were you around a lot of music or musicians? Where you think that came from?
I honestly don't know, man. I think it's just a natural God given gift,
Mhm.
and I'm grateful for it. To be honest, like my parents, they kind of noticed me attracted to the drummers at church, just kind of sitting behind them, watching
Mhm.
them play, grabbing like pencils or sticks,
Mhm.
pens or something, just kind of air drumming behind them. And like my first time actually playing in the service was like when I was like probably 7 or 8. Somebody had let me play at the end of service,
Wow.
and that just like sparked some more interest in me. But I didn't really start playing in church till probably like 10,
Mhm.
maybe 12. And we were at the time in need of a drummer, and they knew I played. They knew I was interested. I just never had the opportunity, and so from that point on, I was our church's drummer, and just kind of taught myself from there how
Wow.
to play. A little training in middle school.
Mhm.
I was in the band there, and I got a little training, learn how to sight read a little bit, learn rhythms and rudiments and stuff like that. And also it opened me to more genres of music,
Mhm.
which is why I feel like I'm so skilled, just because I was listening to a lot of different stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of different stuff. But I'm just grateful for just that track, that journey that I was on as far as just my music journey, because um, it put me in a place where I was kind of confident in my skills when I got out here,
Mhm.
and so I was able to just kind of just be focused in on myself when it came to people asking me to play.
Yeah.
I wasn't too afraid to step out and just be myself on the drums, which
Yeah.
is really good.
I got you. Let's backtrack a little bit.
For sure.
Who, if you remember, was the first person, if it wasn't yourself, that let you know that you had something concerning playing the drum?
It was a dude from Winter Garden. His name was CJ as well. My
Mm.
nickname is CJ,
Okay.
and so me and him kind of just gravitated toward each other. He was like one of the first guys to like really like speak into my life on the drums.
How old were you? Can you remember?
I was probably like 10 or 12.
Okay.
Like I had just
Okay.
started playing then, and like he used to tell our musician at the time, who was the first lady, like he has something. He has a gift. Y'all stick with him. Let him play.
Wow.
Like let him sit there and learn, because he's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
And so like I can only imagine what he would say now hearing me play, because he hasn't heard me in a
Wow.
while, long
That's
time.
amazing, bro.
So I'm grateful for him, just speaking over my life, and speaking that, those encouraging words to me,
Yeah.
for real.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
It always takes somebody, and sometimes it's the weirdest personnel to be like, man, you got something in there before we even recognize it
Yep.
ourselves.
Yep.
And so you said you had your first church gig or your first church opportunity at 12, or was it 10?
It was around there. I think I was in like fifth grade.
How were the nerves your first when you realized you were the church drummer? Do
Dog,
you remember the first service?
it was so funny because we ain't had no musician. They just let me play.
Wow.
They just like, yeah, you got it, and I played while they were singing a cappella, which was
It's dope.
funny.
That, you
Yeah,
think
it's
about
just
it now.
funny,
Yeah.
but They gave me the opportunity, bro, and like after that, we started bringing in musicians,
Mhm.
and I think I grew even more just by playing behind so many different people. Like
Mhm.
everybody plays different,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
everybody operates differently, in a church setting. So just being able to follow all those different
Yeah,
musicians
yeah,
helped me gain a sense of knowledge and wisdom on how to attack certain things and just be able to watch and pay attention to
yeah.
certain things, hearing and listening and trying to play off of a piano player or an organist. Just those little nuances, bro,
Hmm.
is what I kind of picked up, as I progressed.
Do you remember if you were getting paid when you first started?
Yeah, they made that clear. Like, we gonna bless them. It was actually a scholarship they
What,
had.
really?
Yeah, they held
That's
it
cool.
over. They held it over so I could use it for school. But I was, just getting paid and putting that money away,
Yeah,
from 10 all the way up until I really graduated.
yeah.
And I had that scholarship just waiting on me.
Yeah, I asked that because I had a few of my good friends here the other day, and
Mm.
apparently 30 years ago, the going rate when they started was $25. All of them was playing that services for $20, $5.
It ain't too far from that
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was saying,
Yeah,
bro.
it ain't too
Which
far.
is actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
God bless y'all, man. Y'all need to do better. Um, so we're in junior high. We're playing at the church. Are we doing any other extracurricular in junior high going into high school?
Man, jazz band, and sports.
Okay.
Like, jazz band opened me up to more genres of music. Like, I was listening to metal,
Uh huh.
I was listening to jazz, I was listening to Latin
Uh
music.
huh.
It just opened me up to so much, and it really helped me just expand my plan.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to throw a Latin beat in somewhere, or being able to do certain feels and different things, like from metal.
Yeah.
Like, I was just picking up so much from different areas, and it really helped me out. And then I was playing sports.
Uh huh.
I was a basketball fan. I've been playing basketball since I was a jit.
Yeah.
And so um, it was always just drums and basketball
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. So who were some of your inspirations, drum wise, that you would listen to between that seventh grade to ninth grade year?
So probably like Tony Royster
Yeah.
back then.
Amazing. Amazing.
Um, Calvin Rogers, of course.
Amazing.
Um, John Blackwell.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
He was a really yeah. He was
Sticks
a
all over,
really
symbols all
really
over.
big influence.
Yeah.
Eric Moore, Aaron Spears,
Uh-huh.
all those older guys, all
Yeah.
those older cats that was playing. And then Brian Fraser Moore.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, like all those guys, man. Like I was just really watching the Gospel Chops
For
videos
sure.
growing up,
For
man,
sure.
and just like really just like picking their brains and stuff like that. Watching their videos and just kind of studying what they were doing, and just trying to add that to my repertoire. I know I couldn't do all of that stuff, but just the simple stuff, like I was just trying to pick up and copy, honestly.
D- So did you find yourself, because it's easy to do this, you listen to somebody so much, did you find yourself sounding like them?
Of course, of course.
So what
And
made you
it
pull
took
back and find Cecil?
just really like understanding and valuing like the small things in my playing. Like,
Hmm.
my brother and I, we only got to play once. We'll get to that too, I'm
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah.
We only got to play once together before I went off to college, and
Hmm.
so I didn't play a lot until he got back,
Hmm.
until we got back together, in the same area. And so, like, for me, it was just being able to like pretty much listen to a song, be
Hmm.
able to pick certain things out,
Hmm.
and be able to like regurgitate it verbatim
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
drums. And that's kind of what helped me just like learn how to be as solid as I am. Like, I used to sit in the garage, bro, like at 10, 12, and just play like full albums, like the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
record,
Yeah.
like all
Yeah.
the Ty Tribbett stuff,
Yeah.
like Spanky,
Yeah. Yeah.
all them
One of my
dudes. Like,
favorites.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro, like I used to just like try and play all that stuff verbatim. I know I probably wasn't playing it all the way right, but it just brought a certain confidence knowing
Yeah.
that I sounded a little bit like what
Close.
they
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And
A
you were
little bit,
trying.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so just kind of tighten that stuff up, like constantly playing the same songs over, um, and then just trying to tighten it up, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to tighten it up every time I sat down.
For sure. So now we're in high school and you're
Hmm.
playing ball.
Yeah.
Are you still in jazz band in high school?
No, I jumped out the band to focus on sports. I thought I was a hooper for real.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, I thought I was a hooper for real. I wasn't trash or anything like that, but um, I didn't really focus in on drums like I should have. At that time, it was just like sports
Yeah.
and girls.
So that's
Probably.
why I'm about to ask you. How did you balance? What kind of student were you in high school?
uh, Academics was easy in high school. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty. I kind of ran through the academics in high school, so like it was really just like go to school and then go to practice and then go home. We went to church and stuff like that, and I was playing at church every week. But it was really just like practice and school, and that was it.
So I was going to ask you. So drums took a back seat
Pretty much, yeah,
in high school.
for sure.
Uh, when did you realize, man, I'm tripping? Like I may should slide back over this way to the drum.
When I got out here and met more musicians,
So it was after high school.
yeah, after high school for sure.
So we went through school. We played ball. You played through your senior year.
Yeah, I had an offer to a prep school to do another year in high school and play, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to start school, um, and just kind of enjoy college.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to get away from home. I went all the way from Florida to Grambling, so I wanted to just enjoy college for real.
So what was the plan, career wise? I know you said you wanted to go to college, but what was the plan? What was the thought to major and all that coming out of high school?
Just be an entrepreneur. Like my hands and were in so many things. I was a part of a lot of extracurricular activities as far as like clubs and organizations and stuff like that. So I knew I had leadership abilities. It was just trying to hone in on where I was gonna do that. And like I knew I wanted to own my own business, wanted to be an entrepreneur. It was just figuring out where that was gonna be.
Yeah. So we get out of high school in Florida. Why Grambling?
Man, I visited during homecoming when I was a senior in high school. And I didn't go out to any parties or anything like that, but just the atmosphere at Grambling was different. It was a family atmosphere there. Like everybody had their arms open and welcoming. And then once I actually got on campus, it got even bigger. Just the community that was there, and the people that really care about the students that are there. Like it's such a really like a family,
Yeah.
honestly. And so that's what drew me in and what kept me there.
What was the second choice if it wasn't Grambling?
Probably South Carolina State or FAMU.
Really?
Yeah.
So you like all over the place, like Grambling
Yeah.
or South Carolina or FAMU.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I grew up in an HBCU household, so it was
It's
gonna be a black
inevitable.
college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
What did you major in?
I got my bachelor's in business management and my master's in sports administration.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
So with either, I know you talked about the business, but the sports administration, tell me a little bit more about that.
So I jumped into that program. I was still kind of interested in sports. I was doing things here and there operationally to help out athletics while I was still in school. So it was just something to do, honestly, and then I had started working on campus as well. So, get another degree. But I still had a love for sports. Like I still to this day love sports and still want to give back in that area, which is why I got the degree. I have aspirations of opening a training facility
Okay.
for youth like us that have talent but don't necessarily have resources to get training and different things like that, and then also create a pipeline to different HBCUs to get athletes and things like that. We just saw Supreme Court knock down affirmative action, so our HBCUs should be having their arms open, welcoming our own back home, and so I want to use that platform of that ability to kind of create a pipeline for HBCUs as well.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like you got a plan, bro, and you just sold me that quickly. So I definitely hope all of the dreams come to fruition. For
Appreciate
real.
that. Yes, sir.
So so we're in college now.
Mhm.
When did the drums become a thing? You say you came back here. Tell me what happened.
Man, I was just hooping, honestly, just going to the rec center, the intramural, as we call it, on Grambling's campus, and just hooping every day as a freshman, going to class, talking to girls, But drumming didn't come into play probably until like 2 years in. A lot of people
Wow.
didn't know I played. I wasn't getting called or anything. Nobody knew
Cause
me
they didn't
really.
know. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So I wasn't tripping. I was just trying to find my lane, honestly, and I was trying to find a church home. And I ended up settling at the Church of the Champions before they closed. And I got the opportunity to play a couple times there. And like once I found that church home, it became more than drums. It came, became more of a way to develop my relationship with Christ,
Mm-hmm.
and also, bringing me back to that first love, which was drums. But most of all, just developing my relationship with Christ
Mm-hmm.
was the biggest thing that drums opened back up for me out
Mm-hmm.
here. So yeah.
So after a while, 2 years, you start going to Church of the Champions.
Hmm.
You get on kit there. People start knowing that you can play.
Hmm.
From there, what other opportunities? How did you start playing a little bit more regularly after the church closed down?
Um, so I think my first opportunity came with um my friend Rab. He had asked me to do a live session. It was crazy because we had played a couple church services. I played like one or two church services with him.
Uh-huh.
But it's crazy how they found out people found out I was playing. So there was a president's concert that they do every year on campus, and they started shedding after the concert was over.
Mm-hmm.
And I just walked down there, and they had a drum set. I jumped on, like they let me jump on, and I just started playing.
Uh-huh.
And I had did a lick, and they just looked back like, "Who is this cat
Right,
right
right,
here?"
right,
So
right.
that's kind of how it opened up for me. But when he asked me to do a live session, that's really what kind of opened my eyes to just being able to play on different stages, being able to experience what I saw others doing, what I
Mm-hmm.
saw others that I looked up to doing, and it was just a crazy opportunity. Seeing looking back at it now, but um, yeah, man, that was really like the first opportunity that I had.
That's what I was about. So was that the first opportunity to do a live recording you had? Period.
Yes,
Here or at home?
yes.
Walk me through that. How was that whole situation, even mentally and emotionally?
I mean, I was nervous every night I sat on the drums, like
Uh-huh.
whether it was rehearsal or the night of, like I was nervous every night.
Mm-hmm.
And then having to, kind of teach yourself or learn how to paint a picture or paint the song. That was like the biggest thing that I had to, learn how to do, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
still learning, to this
Yeah, for
day,
sure.
how to do that with different, types of music, and different calls that we get. But like that was like the biggest thing that I was nervous about, just having to paint that picture,
Mm-hmm.
for somebody else. Like it was, it was eye opening, but difficult at the same time because you didn't want to mess up. You didn't
Right.
want to play the wrong thing or have them um, get on you for just messing up. But um, that was one of my biggest trials or task was just learn how to paint that picture on drums when you don't
Mm-hmm.
have anything
You had to go by.
to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
by.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
for
that was
sure.
just the biggest thing.
Yeah. So how old are we then?
19, like 20, 21.
Was your brother here yet?
No, he was not.
So tell me about when Josh, his younger brother, who's amazing on keys and producing and all that stuff. Tell me when he got here, what did that do for you and your confidence?
So and it was like 20. So I did the live session in 2015, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't. My brother, he didn't get here till 2017.
Okay.
And so I had been playing with some other musicians. Like I knew other musicians around, but I was just happy to have them back. And I had traveled home a couple times and heard how good that he had gotten. But like once we got out here, it was really like just trying to establish ourselves as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had grew up, only being able to play with each other probably once or twice
Wow.
before leaving for college, and so just watching him progress from far away and
Mm-hmm.
seeing what I was about to,
Mm-hmm.
get as a bandmate. Like I was just trying to, make sure we had something established as a unit, something that we could take on, anywhere,
Yeah.
and people could call us for anything. And that was just what I was looking forward to the most.
So when your brother got here, your whole mindset changed.
Yeah,
You were thinking unit, band,
for sure,
because that's you're the team player.
for sure.
How hard was that to get it going?
Oh, very, very hard. We all had our own, ways of thinking as far as like where it should go, how we should do this, how we should play this.
Uh-huh.
What should we play?
Yeah.
But we all had to, and it took a long time. I'm not even gonna lie, it took a long time, maybe like at least 3, 4 years till we just kind of understood each other and understood like, okay, like we all got to be on one accord for this
Yeah,
thing to work,
for sure.
and we all have to, have the same mindset, have the same goal in mind. And so once we all kind of bought in, that's when we started to see a little, change in development in our playing and just maturity, across the board. Like he's so like I say it all the time how smart he is when it comes to this music stuff and just how he can lock in and just create like really create.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And like um once once we once that switch flipped,
Mhm.
I really think like everybody's mindset had changed and we all could see ourselves in a whole different realm, in a whole different space.
Yeah. So who's a part of this core band? What you mean, brother?
So it's me on drums, my brother he's on keys, my homeboy Donovan who came with us from Florida. We all kind of grew up in the church playing together, but he plays bass,
Mm-hmm.
and then he has a little brother that plays guitar. We got other musicians, friends that we know, that we bring in from time to time, like Langston.
Yeah, yeah. Shout
Like
out.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he's cold as a
Amazing.
yeah. So
Amazing.
we try to include them in a lot that we do because you don't see too many young units out this way
Right.
that
Right.
are trying to excel at such a high level. And so
Together.
right, together
Together.
together there's no like really no egos in it at all. Like we all be just trying to eat with each other like all at the same time. So we all have that same mindset, have that same goal in mind, and I just want it to be established for everybody to see.
So what's the goal for the band
Um,
ultimately?
yeah, man, like we want to get on the road. Like we want to play for artists. We want to produce, create music, and we're just taking it one day at a time. Like and understanding that like we have to look inside ourselves first. Like we can't always look to this person, look to that person to do this and do that for us or be a resource. But understanding the knowledge that we have, the skill that we have is just as valuable as the next person, and really trying to tap into that because it's so easy, especially in this day and time with social media. You can find yourself comparing yourself to others and also, discouraging yourself
Yep.
in that whole journey. And so, like not necessarily looking towards those people for, any inspiration, but, looking to say, okay, like if they can do it, I can too
For
as
sure.
well.
For sure.
And just like looking inside yourself, at the end of the day, because like those that can see, like if you can see yourself in a certain place, then like you have what it takes to get there.
Yeah.
It just
yeah.
has to come out. It
Yeah.
just has to come out.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Wow, that was a lot, bro. That was a lot. Yeah, this is one wise dude, bro, and I've been
Nah,
saying
man.
that for a few years now. What's the ultimate goal? What can we look forward to in the future for Cecil?
Man, so we've gotten a band established, just got our LLC and different things like that. So
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
yeah,
to
thank
that.
you. We're definitely trying to lock in on the business side. So I'm more focused with that right now. Just making sure that we're handling business the right way because we are getting more calls and different things like that, and we are starting to brand ourselves a little bit more. But I just want to be professional at all times, man. Because I think just how you carry yourself is gonna speak more
For
than
sure.
what you do.
Yeah, yeah.
What you do. So I feel like just making sure that we have that area in place. People will call just based off the professionalism.
For sure. Okay. All right. I want to segue a little bit, bro.
Let's do it.
I want to ask you a couple of questions, and I want your honest answer.
All right.
Let's see where we start at. Give me drum wise.
Uh-huh.
What's your strength? Your biggest strength? What does Cecil bring to the table?
Man, if you call me, you're gonna get an energetic drummer. You're gonna get somebody that's solid that can play pocket. You're gonna get somebody that can play with a full band or with just a piano player. Like you're gonna get a solid drummer who knows how to play in all types of venues, know how to play with dynamics, and different things like that. Like I see myself as an all around drummer, and and I'm working towards just getting better each and every day. Like we were talking earlier just about the small details that goes into playing, and like how when I do practice, it's always just the smallest thing that I'm trying to work on. And so like that's pretty much what I bring to the table. Whenever somebody calls me, I just try to be as solid as possible, and not try to draw too much attention, but add to whatever's being given.
Respect. Okay, flip side of that. What's your weakness? What we need to work on as a drummer?
Shoot, control, man. Just being in full control, like throughout the entire song or throughout an entire set. I can find myself getting kind of lazy or zoning out in spaces of a song, and so just being solid, like all the way through, is a big thing. And then I'm picking out, like you asked for my weaknesses. I can go all day because like I can go all day, but like just being in control, man. Like just being in control of the instrument and not thinking too much.
For sure. We definitely can. Sometimes we all can get inside our head.
Yeah.
So much so that we're not ourselves.
For sure.
Who they called, who they hired.
For sure.
I don't know whether it's anxiousness or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely gonna get better with that. I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
Tell me your most embarrassing drum moment.
My most embarrassing drum moment, I would have to say, I would have to say probably like when I was younger, I had got kicked off the drums.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, I got kicked off the drums when I was younger, and it could have been avoided. I was doing too much, but yeah.
So what was your fault?
Definitely.
But how did he get you though? Was it a scoop or was it like I got this?
Yeah, it was like when I'm tap.
Yeah. You already knew what time it was, bro. That I had a discussion about that earlier today, and that moment will live with me forever.
For sure.
I can't do it to anybody because I know how hurt I was.
For sure, man.
Literally how hurt and embarrassed I was.
Yeah.
Because the person that put you up or got you up might have done it out of love, but those 200, 300 people in that audience looking at you like, man, he just punked you. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird.
For sure.
Yeah. I think we share a lot of the same stories. Tell me your dream gig. Tell me one artist you would absolutely love to tour with.
One artist I would love to tour with, probably John P. Key. Probably.
Amazing. Yeah.
Just because it's a party. It's a party every time.
High energy the entire hour.
Yes,
and high energy now.
For sure.
Give me your top five drummers. They don't have to be in order. Local or national, international. Give me top five guys.
So people that I listen to on the regular, Mark McClary Jr. from Florida, Keyshawn Miller from Florida.
Okay.
Josh Foster, who I listen to a lot. Lacey Comer. And there's another guy. He's from Memphis. I can't remember his name. I think it's like Anthony. But dude is no.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like Dabney.
Okay.
But dude is solid. Like he plays at Brown Baptist.
Yeah. Man, who else plays over there?
Bart and all the guys.
Bart's dad's church. Yeah.
But the drummer there, man, he is just so solid.
He's nice.
Like his approach to everything is just clean and solid all the way through, and I just love the way he plays. But that's like all those drummers that I named, man. They're all solid in their own right, man.
Yeah.
They don't do too much. Like they just add, taste and feel to the song, whatever they're playing, and so I try to do the same.
I just started something recently, like the other day, right? You played 2K before, I'm sure, or Madden or something.
Yeah.
You can create your player, add whatever attributes you want to them. Make the perfect player, right? I want you to make the perfect drummer. So this is what we're going to do.
All right.
Tell me whose mindset interpretation, brain ideas you would take, whose hands you would take, whose feet, whose entertainment, the awe factor, who you like to watch play, who brings the energy, and whose professionalism. Let's start with whose interpretation, ideas, and brain you would take.
So I actually started listening to a lot of older drummers.
Uh-huh.
But I think for me, one person I would take their interpretation.
Ideas, approach.
I would have to say Lacey. Like he's just out of his world.
He's so open, bro.
Yeah.
It's on another planet. It's on another planet.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
out of his world.
great choice. Hands,
Hands probably Spank.
feet.
Brent Easton.
Lord Jesus. We played on the same.
Hands
planet.
and feet, but yeah, Brent, Brent.
He's that fast in real life.
Yeah.
Energy, showmanship. Who just got that swag when they play? You like to watch them play. They just come with the energy every time.
Devin Sticks Taylor. He has
Oh
crazy
my gosh!
energy.
Every time he's consistent.
Yes.
He's super consistent.
Yes.
Whose professionalism are you taking?
Professionalism. Probably like Terry Baker. I like how he handles
Somebody
himself.
named him the other day.
For real?
Yeah,
That's
I
what's
met
up.
him. I was playing for a choir when I was young. I had just started, and he came in to play the live session.
Mm-hmm.
The most professional person I ever met in my life.
Yeah, bro. To me, it's like it's more than drums to him.
Yes, drums is
Like-
it's second.
Yeah, bro. It's,
He is a good person, bro.
Mhm.
Like seriously. Okay, so you're a businessman, right? You think like a business, like you think business. Let me ask you this: you are a tour manager.
Mhm.
We can cross genres, whatever you want to do,
For
right?
sure.
So you got this tour. You have a 20-minute opener. You got a 30-minute middle set, and you got a headliner. You can cross genres, whatever you want to do, dead or alive, it don't matter.
Okay.
Who's your opener?
My opener. Dang, it's so many. Like it's so many.
Think business though.
Yeah.
We're gonna put them booties in the seats. We're gonna sell. 20 minutes though. Opener.
That's a short time too when you think about it. They got to hit.
Yeah. They gotta hit fast and make sure the rest of the party is amazing.
Dang. Man, you put me on the spot with this one
He
for sure.
had no idea what questions I was asking,
Nah,
by the way.
at all, man. Probably. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do R&B. I'm gonna do.
And again, just letting you know, you can cross. I had
Okay.
somebody do the other day. Kirk Franklin was their opener. Fantasia was their middle, and like Bruno Mars was their headliner. So it can get that crazy.
Okay. All right, so
And somebody actually had Whitney Houston opening, Prince in the middle, and Michael Jackson closing out.
bet. So I'll do Chris Brown opening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll do Chris Brown opening. In the middle, I'll probably put like Jill Scott or like Angie Stone or something like
Neo
that.
Soul. Yes, sir.
And then to close it out, probably like Prince or James Brown.
Yeah.
Real high
a big,
energy.
yeah,
Yeah.
You got to go that way. Okay. And we're crossing genres. And this is male and female. Top 5 artists of all time.
You got okay? Ready? All
Yeah.
right. So male and female, or
Yeah.
like one list?
One list.
Okay.
5 total people.
All right.
Not in order.
Vocalist?
No matter. Yeah.
Luther,
Okay.
Anita,
Okay.
Whitney,
Wow.
Brandy,
Amazing list.
and probably what's his name? Samo.
Amazing. And people are so sleep.
Yeah.
They are so sleep. And he's been doing it for like years now.
Yeah.
Okay. Even harder. Top 5 songs of all time.
Yeah, that's gonna be super hard. Top 5 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Blessing of Abraham by Donald Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song called Grace by Javis Mays. I love that song. Top 5. I would have to say we'll have to come back to that one because I can't after them two.
The
Like,
pressure. Come
it's
on,
so
three
many,
more.
bro. I listen
Three
to.
more. You quick on your feet because you play drums. You gotta give me three
Okay,
more. That's
okay.
part of the game.
All right, all right.
You said James Mays, Grace,
Mhm.
Blessing of Abraham,
Mhm.
Donna Lawrence.
Mhm.
Okay, well, give me 3, 4, 5.
All right. Can I do like the whole standout album for Ty Tribbett? Like
Absolutely not. 5 songs.
that whole
You
album
sound
though.
like it's amazing.
That whole
It's
album
amazing.
though. But okay, 5 songs. All right, all right. The 2 that I named. We gonna cross genres again.
Okay.
One that I really like is by D'Angelo. Where is that song? Lady by D'Angelo. I just love the groove on that song.
Feels amazing.
Like I just like the groove
Yeah,
on that one.
it feels amazing.
And then probably Yearning by the Gap Band.
I was about to say which one because you know PJ covered it.
Oh, he did.
Yes, sir.
He did. You're
Yes,
right. You're
sir.
right.
Give me one more. That's 4.
Old school. I'm going old school.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Osley Brothers. Osley Brothers Between the Sheets.
Is that the one with the with that pattern? Is that no? That's
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. Okay, and I just came up with this question, but I'm gonna do this after this next question. Favorite song of all time? One song you can listen to for the rest of your life, every day.
That's so tough, dude.
One song, favorite song of all time. You never get tired of.
Never get tired of. Shucks, man.
Yeah. Because my favorite song of all time, I believe, is Human Nature.
Really?
It's a perfect song to me. From lyrics to melody to production, recording, it's just like freaking angels are dancing in my ears.
Yeah. I would have to say favorite song of all time. Dog, this is so hard.
I know it is.
This is so hard.
I know it is. Like, think about one song out of your library of millions of songs that you know. That's crazy to even think about.
Exactly. Like
one song, you got to pick it.
Okay.
That's the only song you listen to for the rest of your life. I'm gonna play that little time.
Yeah, bro. I would have been lost.
Insert that.
Dog,
right
I'm
now.
telling you, bro. It's just so much, man.
One song. Nope. No cop out. Somebody else that I interviewed took longer than you. And they knew probably equally as many songs that you know.
I just can't pick one, though. That's the thing.
Give me one. Even if it ain't your favorite, give me a good
All right,
great song.
this song is slept on because I feel like people don't play it at all anymore, or like I don't hear it anymore at all. But The Struggle Is Over by Youth for Christ.
Oh my God.
That's the perfect. Like I really want to learn how to play that on piano.
What, bro?
If I do,
it's just the
over
lyrics, man.
Yeah,
but the melody is crazy too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll take that. The struggle is over.
Yes.
Let me ask you this: So we just created a player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have the budget, and it's the most amazing artist ever, and you get the call as a businessman to put a band together.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your drummer. Give me main and aux, bass and guitar.
So I'll probably call Lacey for drums.
Okay.
For bass, I'll probably call like Matt Ramsey or Pooh Man. I like hearing Pooh Man play, man.
Shout out to Pooh.
For aux, probably my boy David Alden, because he's crazy on colors. On mains, I love to hear people like Justin Savage, Michael Robinson. Those guys in Dallas, bro, they killing.
Who's getting the call?
Kenneth Shelton. Probably Mike or Kenneth. Probably Mike or Kenneth. Probably Mike though. Mike, I just like the way Mike
That's your
plays.
pick.
Yes, and he gonna MD too. I like the way he MDs
Mm-hmm.
and controls the pit.
So that's your band.
Mm-hmm.
That's your band. For
Mike, Lacey, Matt, and David. Yep.
So that's gospel or R&B?
Yeah.
Because I didn't mention what kind of artist it was.
Yeah.
So you put your money on either genre.
I definitely do.
Bet. I got an even harder question for you. No. I forgot. Somebody was gifting you
Mm-hmm.
your dream kit. Tell me what brand of kit, size, toms, and symbols that you're getting from this person.
I was in love with the Yamaha stage custom for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
but I've come to like DW more.
Okay.
Just the tones.
Mm-hmm.
So the DW, probably the performance kit
Okay.
with. Wait, what was it? What was the next part?
Size, toms.
Oh yeah, size times probably 8, 10, 12, 16, or yeah, 8, 10, 12, 16, 22 kick.
Mm-hmm. What
Yeah.
brand symbols?
That's tough.
Mm-hmm. One brand.
Mino, cause I never played Mino before, but I like the way they sound.
Yeah.
I like
They
the way
have a
sound.
wide variety of symbols.
They
Yeah,
do.
they do. So I have this question for you: loyalty or respect? Which one?
Loyalty or respect?
Mm-hmm. Literally, we did not go over this before, y'all.
Loyalty or respect? For me,
Yeah, personally,
um,
what do you prefer, loyalty or respect? If you had to pick one,
I'm gonna pick respect.
tell me why.
Cause I ain't finna be loyal in no mess.
Mm.
Like I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just not me. If like I just can't ride. If I know, something is wrong,
Mhm.
wrong in that, or wrong with the situation. Like I just can't do it. So, I would respect, someone who would, kind of choose to, I guess, save themselves
Mm-hmm.
and look out for themselves before, trying to be loyal and, put yourself in a situation where you can't, ultimately get out of
I
or
got
something
you.
like that.
No, I respect that. Last question. When it's all said and done, we get out of here. Long, long, long time from now, you had a family, kids, everybody's successful and doing well.
Mhm.
What is the legacy you want Cecil Holt Jr. to leave behind? What do you want people to remember you, or who you want them to remember you as? What you want them to remember you as? What's your legacy?
Man, just being a solid guy to everybody that I meet
Mm-hmm.
and come in contact with. Uh, just being someone who is, loving, caring, respectful,
Mm-hmm.
responsible, valuing people for who they are, and just really, loving them in that place, and then uh, being able to help wherever I can. Like I'm always, trying to help someone. And there's one thing that I had to learn, which was, to say no,
Yeah.
because I'm so used to just being there, being able to help somebody, or
Yeah.
trying to go out my way to help someone. And so, like I just want people to remember me for just being a solid person and a good dude. Whether we talk every day or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Like if you come in contact with me, you ain't gonna get no beef or nothing like that. Like we just gonna be cool
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah, you are a great guy. I've told you this in private without saying it publicly. You are an amazing person. You're a great drummer, but I just feel like at some point drums won't even be a factor for us.
Yeah,
So all
for
we
sure,
have is our name.
for sure,
So keep going, keep being honest, keep being transparent, keep
for
being
sure.
a stand up solid dude. I'm super proud of you on the drum side, but even from the last 2 or 3 years of knowing you, I've just seen growth.
Man,
So
appreciate
continue
that.
that. Stay in the right circles. Continue to be a leader.
Appreciate you.
Anything? Tell them your social media. That's a big deal now. So tell them.
Yeah, so you can follow me. It is private, so I'm gonna screen before you come in there. But you can follow me on Instagram at CHOLT24, Holt 24. We also have a band page called To Serve Kingdom Music Group. You can find us at To Serve Kingdom MG underscore MG. And yeah, like those are the two I'm frequent on the most. And then Facebook, Cecil Holt Jr. You can find me there as well.
Great. Again, thank you so much for being a part. This has been another amazing episode of the Playback Podcast.
Thank you.
We're going to continue the Legacy Project. Thank y'all for supporting. Support us on YouTube, Facebook, all that jazz. Until next time, we'll see y'all.